Hello yogis, welcome to your weekly free yoga practice. From me, I'm Hannah Louise Tattersall, and we're going to focus on our foundation today. I know that there are a few people who maybe don't have time for a full hour-long practice in their day, and if you want to instead just experience the benefits of 10 minutes of quiet meditation, you can skip forward to about 50 minutes in the video and really take that time for yourself, sitting for 10 minutes, focusing in on the body, on the breath. If you're with us for the full hour, I'll be taking you through a 50-minute flow and restore, followed by 10 minutes of seated meditation. So, to start, get yourself comfy. As always, you can lift up the hips, get yourself on a nice bolster or a blanket or a block. You can even use an encyclopedia just to raise the hips higher or at least level, higher than or at least level with the knees. And then when you're ready, let the shoulders settle down. Let the seat become heavy, close down the eyes, and start to look inward. So why foundation? Why now? Why this now? The reason why is, if we look to the Yoga Sutras, so the kind of like the Bible of yoga, but with the less religious connotations, the one place in the Yoga Sutras, maybe we can call it a handbook, the one place where yoga asana, so physical posture, is mentioned, is in one single sutra, kind of hidden in the middle of the whole book. And it simply says, Sthira Sukhasanam. Let every posture be both steady and easeful. Steady and easeful. So that steadiness, that stability, that foundation is what we will focus on today. That is our starting point in yoga and in everything. If we can't be steady and stable in our foundations, then we can't really do anything. But particularly when we're standing on our mats, sitting on our mats, doing anything, grounding down into what is touching the earth is always our starting point. And from there, from the ground up, we can start to grow. So with that in mind, bring the attention back to the body now. Notice what is touching the earth, whether it be shins, feet, seat, maybe on a bolster. Any points of connection there with Mother Earth. Notice how they feel. Let them be heavy. Let the bones of the thighs, those big femurs, let them really weight down into the earth. Really become grounded and connected there. Take a full breath in. And send your exhale down. Nice. And then from there, from that point of connection, that foundation, and specifically from the base of the spine, really the root of our energetic highway, start to find a lift, a lengthen. Start to grow tall. Now we've checked in with the body. We've started to create space. We're grounding down and we're lifting up. Rest your attention on your breath. You've made space to breathe into, so now utilize that. Send your exhales all the way into the belly. Sorry, your inhales all the way into the belly. And the exhales all the way back out again. Human moment. Inhale all the way down. Maybe bring your hands to rest on the belly so you can really feel it. And exhale all the way out. Full inhales, full exhales. If you can't really feel it in the belly, don't worry, it takes practice, it takes time Really focus on a feeling of expansion. So even if you kind of force it, you fake it till you make it for the first few breaths, really balloon into the belly on your breaths in. And exhale, soften, watch the breath travel back out of the body. A couple more here. And gently resting your hands onto the knees or the lap. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths together to start our practice. So sitting up tall, take a long breath in through the nose, fill up. Exhale through the mouth, let go. Again, big breath in, really lengthen through the spine, fill up. As you exhale, release any weight from your shoulders. One more of these, the biggest breath in you've taken all day. Fill your cup all the way up. And then empty out, let go of what you don't need. Nice. Returning to breathing in and out through the nose. Long, deep breaths. And if your nose is blocked and you need to breathe through your mouth, totally fine. Otherwise, starting to connect with our Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, gentle constriction at the back of the throat. Just making a little bit of sound as you breathe in and out. Next inhale, gently bat open the eyelashes, gaze rests on the earth ahead of you. Exhale, bring hands to heart, gently tuck the chin to chest, stretch through the back of the neck. Here's our chance to bow mind intelligence to body intelligence. Let the body take over, let the breath take over. Give the thinking mind a break. And on that note, after a couple of moments here, you decide when you choose, gently removing any props, bolsters or blocks to one side and making your way slowly to an all fours or tabletop position. So take your time, follow your body, follow your breath. Let that be what guides the movement. And when you arrive, ground down into your foundation. So spread the fingers really wide, like big sunbeams coming out from the palms of the hands. Plant them down onto the earth. Spiral the elbow creases forward to open up across the front body. Then check in that your hands are on the shoulders, knees are under hips. Press into the top of the feet. And then gently, on your next exhale, bring your front body up to meet your back body. So you're one straight line from crown to tail. Next inhale, drop the belly, heart lifts, cow pose. Exhale, transitioning to cat pose, press away from the earth, draw chin to chest, stretch the back body. Inhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops, heart shines forward. Exhale, curl in like a little turtle going into its shell. Keep moving, flow with the breath. Give the thinking mind a break. And all the while as you move, focus the attention on what is touching the floor. Let this be a whole body experience. So it's not just the spine that we're really warming up and focusing in on, but it's everything. It's all connected. So press down to lift up. And then gently soften in the elbows as the belly drops, heart radiates forward. You can keep flowing like this, eyes closing down, gaze going inwards, or maybe you start to get a little funky. Hips shifting from side to side, maybe making circles with the torso in space. So you can really open up through the side bodies as you move forward and back. You might find one spot that's a little juicy. You breathe into it for a couple of moments. before moving on, really moving with your breath. About 3 more rounds of breath here. Coming back to child's pose if that feels nice for you. And coming all the way forward, maybe to a little kind of cobra variation on your breath in. Last round of full breath here, inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Check back in again with what is touching the earth. So powerful. Feel that grounding down and then press down to feel the lift up. Take a big breath in. A long breath out. Then tuck under the toes on your inhale. Exhale, bring seat back towards heels. Inhale, slide the fingers forward, heart lifts. Exhale, forehead to mat, modified child's pose with toes tucked under. So we've been trying this out in our body for the last couple of weeks. Really feel the stretch into the soles of the feet, into the toes. And then extend that through the side body. So really reach the fingertips forward before you rest the elbows and forearms down. And create space here with your breath. So huge inhales into the back body. Long exhales. 2 more. Big breath out. 1 more inhale. A long exhale. Come all the way up slowly. Maybe your fingertips come in slightly. And then as you breathe out, peel your way up, downward facing dog. So straight away, come back to that fluid movement in the body. Walk out through the dog, bending one knee and then the other, and taking the moment to adjust your clothing if required. Really notice what the body needs here. So does it need a stretch out from side to side, maybe a twist and opening? Or is it craving stillness? Hips stay high. Remember, knees can definitely be bent and heels lifted, particularly at the beginning of our practice, but maybe continuing throughout if you have tight hamstrings. Protect the lower back. Focus instead on the long line from the palms pressing down all the way up to the tailbone reaching to the sky. 1 more big breath in here. Exhale through the mouth. Come high on the tippy toes, look forward to the hands. Exhale, bend the knees and walk all the way up to the front of the mat. When you arrive, bring feet hips width apart, grab opposite elbows, come to ragdoll. So again, body will know what to do. Take a rock from side to side, really shake it out, or find stillness in center. Here, the weight of the day, the weight of our worries and thoughts just roll gently down the back body, off the shoulders, down onto the mat, and away. Nothing to hold on to anymore. Simply releasing and letting go. 1 more full breath in, make it count. Exhale, release fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, start to roll up, but take your time. Maybe you take 2 or 3 breaths to arrive. Last thing to come up is the head. Then shoulders come up to the ears on a breath in. Draw down the back body on a breath out, palms face forward, mountain pose, Tadasana. So in our strong mountain, you choose, yogi's choice, eyes closed or gaze straight ahead to a single point in line with your eyes or slightly above. Fingertips draw down to the earth. And from that place, we bring our attention to our feet. Maybe you lift all 10 toes for just a moment. Notice how that switches on the muscles of the feet, the legs. And then see if you can play a little game with yourself without looking down. Bring down the pinky toe, then the I don't know what to call this. Ring toe, middle toe, big toe. Sorry, first toe, big toe. That reminds me of toe rings. Ooh, when they were a thing. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift all 10 toes. Exhale, little toe, ring toe, middle toe, first toe, and big toe down. And from that place of grounding and earthing, start to feel a length up through the inner seam of the legs. So a lifting up through the insides of the calves, past the knees, the inner thighs. And then just like last week, what would it feel like in the body for there to be a whoosh of energy up through the front of the body and a grounding down in the back? So keep that loop going with your breaths. Inhale, whoosh of energy up. Exhale, grounding down in the back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, grounding down. Super strong here. Firm mountain pose. Last breath in. Long breath out. And then simply bring your hands to heart. Anjali Mudra. Close down the eyes for a second. Notice how you feel. From here you can keep feet hips width apart. You can heel toe them in so that big toes touch. Small gap between the heels. Knees come together and you can zip up through the midline. One will feel better in the body, either feet together or wide. Your choice. And let's flow for a little half vinyasa to warm up the body. Inhale, reach hands wide and up to the sky. Exhale, fold down, hands come through center. Take your halfway lift to breathe in, long spine. Exhale, gentle bend of the knees, release down towards the earth. Inhale, arms go wide and high, big breath in. Exhale, hands back to heart again, flow again. Inhale, reach up high. Catch something and exhale, bring it down to the earth. Like a wave, you lift, lengthen, breathe in. And it crests and falls down to the earth. Breathe out. Inhale, up high. Arms reach wide, fingertips sparkle. Exhale, hands to heart. One more like that. Big breath in, reach up. Long breath out, bow down. Lift up halfway, gaze is straight down, long neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we add on. Inhale, take a big breath in. Exhale, fold as you take a long breath out. Halfway lift to inhale. Exhale, bow, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, inhale. Gently lower the right knee, untuck the toe, exhale. Then foundation here, press into the front foot, press into the top of the back foot. When you're ready, fingertips go down and then come up to the sky. And take a big beach ball overhead, so arms in a V shape to really give you space across the shoulders. Gazes forward or gently up to the sky, space in the back of the neck. Belly draws in, big breath in. Long breath out. Land yourself here. Long exhale. And then one more breath in, spark the fingertips high. Exhale, rain them down to the earth. Tuck the back toe, straighten the leg, inhale. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. And breath in to arrive. Breath out to land. Right foot steps forward. Be gentle, take your time. Inhale, then drop the back knee. Exhale, untuck the toe. Press down, ground to lift up. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, you arrive. So be curious with your body. Notice how it feels. Where am I on my hips today? And then really breathe into those places of tightness and maybe asymmetry in the body. If so, congratulations, you're human. And then come back to the breath, inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, grounding down. 2 more. Long breath out. And then last inhale, really reach for the sky. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Plant the hands, tuck the back toe, inhale. Exhale, lift, step, downward facing dog. One breath in. One breath out. High on the tippy toes, look forward, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step one foot, then the other to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to breathe in, really long spine. Exhale, bow, release. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice, and then straight back up again for the left side. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fearlessly fold down. Lift on the crest of the wave, breathe in. Let it fall as you exhale. Plant the hands, left foot steps back. Big breath in. And here, move as if you're moving through water, really gentle. Inhale. Exhale, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, press down, ground to rise. Exhale, shoulders soften. Full breath into the belly. Long breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck back toe, really strong in the back leg, inhale. Then press into the palms, lift up through the chest, step back, down dog. One breath in. One breath out, soften in the face. This time, left foot steps forward, so bend the knee, press into the hands, shift forward, lift up out of the hands, then step it down. Nice. Drop the back knee, untuck the toe. Long breath out. Plant down to lift up. Breathe in. And land yourself here as you breathe out. Again, notice this side. Is it different? And then one more breath in. As you exhale, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe, straighten the leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. One big breath in. A long breath out. High on the tippy toes. Breathe in, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step one foot, then the other, front of the mat. Halfway lift to breathe in. Let it go as you breathe out. Up to the sky, inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart, close the eyes. Stay for a beat. Draw chin to chest. Notice how you feel. Mind intelligence bowing to body intelligence. Breathtaking head seat at the table. And firm down into the feet. Really press down. And from there, we move, we flow. Inhale, reach up, grow to the sky. Exhale, bow down. Halfway lift to breathe in front of the mat. And exhale, bow, plant the hands. Now this time it's different. So right foot steps back, inhale. But we're flowing into a plank here. So left foot steps back on the exhale. Nice. So here in your plank, knees can be lowered with maybe the toes coming up to the sky if you're feeling fancy. Or we're on our tippy toes, heels really stretching back to the back of the mat, but crown reaching for the front of the mat, shoulders over wrist. Press into the hands, dome into the upper back. We're staying for 3, 2, one more huge inhale, shift forward on the tippy toes. Exhale, lower down, elbows in tight. Untuck the toes, baby cobra, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Press into the tops of the toes. Little baby cobra, breathe in, long neck, so chin is tucked. Exhale, forehead down. Maybe you grow a little higher this time, be gentle in your body. Exhale, forehead down. Up through all fours, breathe in. Tuck the toes, down facing dog. Peel your way up as you exhale. And this time we stay here, 3 rounds of breath, just in stillness. So a chance to spiral in, to notice. One more big breath in. Send your exhale out through your heels. Then inhale high on the tippy toes, gaze goes forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to breathe in, your version. Exhale, bow, release. Inhale, come up, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice, 2 more of those. Let's really move with our breath and really be intentional with where we place our hands and feet on the mat. And if at any point in the flow you need to rest, take that time, come into child's pose or a comfortable place of stillness. If you're coming with us now, take a long breath out. Inhale, spread fingers wide, reach them high. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward, plant hands. This time, left foot steps back, inhale. Right foot steps back, exhale. Inhale, shift forward, high plank, really long neck. Exhale, lower, knees can come down first, then heart. Untuck the toes, 3 cobras, inhale. Exhale, release down. Really bringing hands next to the ribs as we gently lift. Exhale, forehead to the mat. And then engaging into the core. Use the muscles of the back to lift you up. Exhale, forehead down. Come up through all fours, push down to come up. Inhale, then peel back, down dog, exhale. 3 breaths in and out. Hips lifting to the sky. Neck melting and releasing. Last big breath in. Long breath out. High on the tippy toes, look forward. Exhale, step front of the mat. Halfway lift to arrive, long neck. Exhale, fold. Reach to the sky, breathe in. Catch something, bring it to your heart. Breathe out. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps, breathe in. Left foot steps, breathe out. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, lower down slowly. 3 cobras. Inhale. Exhale. Squeezing shoulder blades together, breathe in, lift. Exhale, forehead down. Last one, catch a wave, radiate your heart forward. And exhale, bow down. Press down to come up, all fours, breathe in. Tuck toes, peel your way up, or child's pose if you need it. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. High on the tippy toes, look forward. Bend the knees, step 1 foot, then the other as you exhale. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow. Reach up to the sky, arms go wide, come up high. And exhale, hands to heart, chin to chest. Join us here if you've been taking child's pose. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Feel the tops of the shoulders draw heavy down towards the earth. Avoid the temptation to wriggle or fidget. Notice that. And then bring the attention back in. Spiral back to yourself. One more inhale. A long exhale. And inhale, sweep hands wide, reach them to the sky. Catch your left wrist and your right hand as you breathe out. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch over towards the right side. So hips go to the left, hands go over to the right. Your gaze can be straight forward or maybe up to the sky. Notice the tendency for the top shoulder to squish the left ear. Let that left shoulder rest down, straighten through the right arm. Maybe you don't quite go so far, but that's fine. Long line from left heel all the way up through the side body to left little finger. Big breath in. Long breath out. Back through center, release, inhale. Switch opposite hand and opposite wrist. And then inhale, lengthen, maybe gaze goes high. Exhale, hips knock over to the right, reaching over to the left. Yeah, and then here, really breathe into it. Make space in that side body that you're stretching. So through the right side, but keep that right shoulder down. Give your ear a bit of space. Big inhale. Long exhale. Then firming into the feet, come up on a breath in. Gently release your hands by your side as you breathe out. Inhale, straight back up again. And this time as you exhale, gentle bend of the knees, right hand forward, left hand back, open twist to the left. Feel into it. Bring your palms to face the side wall and gently pull your palms back in space. Big breath in here. Long breath out. And then inhale, hands back up high. Exhale, switch sides. Left hand forward, right hand back. Take a breath in here. Really see if you can open that right shoulder a little more. Then inhale back to center. Just for an exhale, over to the left. Inhale, come back up, straighten the legs. Exhale, switch side over to the right. One more each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Back to center, breathe in. Hands clap together and come to heart. Exhale. That was a Jai Namaste, victorious Namaste. Really breathe that into the body. Find stillness for a moment. Let the breath send the energy up and down the energetic highway of the spine. Maybe a gentle chin to chest. Nice. And then we sweep hands up high one more time. Full breath in and exhale. Release it down. A little softness this time. Halfway lift to breathe in. Gently folding down. Breathe out. Plant the hands. Left foot steps back. Inhale. Right foot steps back. High plank. But don't worry. Just one breath in here. Press into the hands. Lift up through the upper back. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a full inhale here. A long breath out. Last inhale, press into the hands, hips to the sky. And exhale, slow descend of the knees to the mat. Paint a line with your hands either side of the body and come into your traditional child's pose, Balasana. Curling up like a little seed, grounding back down into earth. Eyes are closed. You come into your little private love cave, letting the breath swirl around. And come back to you. Notice the breath. Notice how you feel. 3 more inhales here. Exhales. Breath in. Long breath out. Last one. Really surrender and soften on your breath out. And slowly walk your hands all the way forward. And gently release your hips over to one side. And swing your legs all the way around in front. Come into staff pose, Dandasana. So it's like your upper body is Gandalf's staff. You shall not be moved. And here, feel free to lift the hips up on a block or a blanket, particularly if you're kind of rounding into the lower back here and it's already going to be difficult for you to fall forward anywhere. So lift yourself up tall. Start here, really pulling the toes towards the face. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders pull down. And then inhale, sweep the hands up high. Exhale, reach up and over into your forward fold. Hands just soften down beside maybe the thighs, knees, shins or feet. And then notice if you're really trying to round in and bring nose in towards the knees, and just give yourself a little space. Lift up, long spine, lead with the heart instead. So we're not trying to come down, but instead we're trying to shine the light of our heart forward, past our toes. That's where we're aiming for. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, gently release chin to chest, but keep the heart open. Long exhales and full breaths out. Heart leading the way. Gently softening on each breath out. 3 more breaths here. Slowly coming up on your inhale. And just drawing your feet in towards your center. Coming into our Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together. This is cobbler's pose or bound angle pose. Your feet can be far away from the body. They don't have to be in close. If you're making this nice big diamond shape with the body, you can bring your hands to the knees or the front of the shins. Sit up tall, find space. Maybe the feet are in a little closer and you're holding onto the ankles, or you can bring your hands onto the feet and the thumbs to the inner arches. Give yourself a little foot massage. Yes. The foot love continues. Take a moment to give thanks for your feet. Maybe bring the thumbs to the arches. Really taking your time to release into those areas that we build up so much tension in by standing, walking around all day. Long breaths. And then gently stop your massage, And if you're holding onto the feet, the ankles, all the shins, start to sit up really nice and tall. Inhale. And then exhale, maybe the heart starts to roll forward. This is just an option. You can stay here, breathing, lengthening. That's perfect. And if you're coming forward, keep that long spine. Maybe elbows go out slightly and gently press onto the tops of the thighs. Keep a length in the upper body and a heaviness in the lower body. So wherever you are, femur bones, thighs are heavy down to the earth. And it's from there that we find length in the spine. 3 more breaths here. Long inhales. Full exhales. Big breath in. And a long breath out. 1 more. Last exhale. Slowly come all the way up. And exhale, release hands to the outside of the thighs. Guide them into center. Now we're sitting with our knees facing up to the sky. So bring your hands to the tops of your knees. Sit up tall. And then surrender, bow inwards. Bring forearms to the fronts of the shins or the top of the knees. And let the chin draw into chest. Maybe forehead comes to the forearms. Maybe not. Simply round in, surrender, and let go. Let go of any tension in the upper back, the mid back, the neck, the face. Notice if you're holding tension in those little areas around the eyes or the jaw. Just let it go. One more big breath in here. Long breath out. Unravel. Roll up slowly on your breath in. And come back onto your forearms as you breathe out. Take a breath in, just lift the heart gently, maybe lift the chin to the sky. And exhale, soften all the way down. If you've come off the end of your mat, just slowly shuffle your way in. The way you move matters, so be loving with the body. Straighten out through the right leg. Draw the left knee in towards the heart. Give it a tight squeeze. And take some circles. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Really opening up into that hip. Giving the outer glute a little massage. And when you're ready, either stay here. This could be your bus stop today. Or bend up the right knee. Bring the sole of the foot to the earth. And cross the left ankle over. Bring the hand just gently onto the left thigh, left inner thigh, and softly pressing away. Notice how this feels in the body. And stick with it, or lift up off the sole of that right foot and start to hug the knee into the chest. Full breaths in here. Shoulders heavy into the mat, back of the head heavy, chin gently tucked in, so there's a long line in the back of the neck. If you want a little more, then you can interlace the fingers and hold onto the front of the shin. Brightness in the toes of the left foot to protect the left knee. And really start to let go with each breath out, softening into the places of tension. One more exhale. And slowly release. Straighten the left leg out. Hug the right knee into the chest. Give it a nice little hug. Then rotate ankle and then knee clockwise and anti-clockwise. Finding space in the hip. Massaging out in the glutes. Yeah, really nice. Give this time to your body. Notice how you feel. Notice how your hip feels, that specific part of your body. Where sometimes we hold so much tension, emotion. And then you stay here, nice circles with the knee, or bend up the left knee, place the sole of the left foot on the earth, cross the right ankle over, and bring the right hand to the inside of the right thigh. So maybe we're working here, finding an openness, softening the shoulders into the earth. Or maybe you kick up off that left foot, hug the knee in, interlace the fingers behind the left knee. So the right hand is threading the needle through the gap, and left arm coming around the outside. And hold on behind the thigh or in front of the shin, but make sure that the shoulders are on the earth, the back of the head is on the earth, and all of those things are just heavy. No tension at all in the shoulders or neck. Not walking off your mat with neck ache today. Few deep breaths here. Softening, surrendering on each breath out. Breathing in, loving energy on each breath in. All the love in. All the love back out. Nice. And slowly release, unravel. Bring knees into the chest. Give them a nice little hug. Maybe you take a supine twist here or travel straight into your Shavasana. If you're twisting, take arms out wide. Just let the knees drop to one side. Gaze goes out to the opposite side. Stay for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, travel back through center on your inhale and switch sides. Gaze goes opposite way. Knees can come up in line with the hips. When you come to Shavasana, really take your time, straighten the legs out, bring the feet wide, let them knock out to the sides. Maybe put on a little jumper or a blanket and soften down into the earth. Release down here. Let the body be really heavy. Let it ground down. Feel that you are blanketed in love, and feel how Mother Earth has your back. Feel how supported you are. And once you notice that support system in place, allow yourself to sink into it. Be here, now, just a few minutes in stillness. Notice if the mind is becoming distracted. Bring the attention back to the body, back to the breath. Body is heavy, soft. Breaths are natural. Just watch, observe. If the foundation is firm, the building can withstand calamities. The practice of yoga is the foundation, so that the self is not shaken under any circumstances. BKS Iyengar. Take a deeper breath into the body. Send your exhale down into the earth. Again, inhale. Exhale to earth. Gentle movements in fingers and toes. Give them a little wriggle. And start to slowly bring your hands all the way up overhead. Maybe you catch one wrist with the opposite hand and take a long morning stretch. Really big inhale. Point the toes. And exhale, release. Hug knees up into the chest. Curl in. Give yourself a bit of love. And slowly release onto one side. Yogi's choice. Let the body soften down into the earth one more time. And notice how you feel. And when you're ready, use your hands to guide you all the way up to a comfortable seat. Eyes remain closed. You need to grab your bolster or your cushion, your blanket, whatever it is. Maybe you open your eyes just a little bit, the gaze lowered. And if you're sitting up tall on something, really ground down into it and settle into your seat. The next 10 minutes will be a seated meditation practice. So we start off landing here where we started our practice. Hands resting gently on the legs or in the lap. Start by checking in. Notice what is touching the earth. And let that be heavy. Let that feel a sense of connection, of groundedness. What does that mean? What does that mean? Really notice in your body, how does it feel? It'll feel different for everyone. From there, from your seat, your tailbone, you start to lift. You start to sit up tall. You might be leaning forward slightly. Just bring your heart space back so that we can rest head over heart, heart over pelvis. Attention draws to the breath, inhaling. And long exhale through the mouth. A few more like that in your own time. And then letting the breath return to its natural state. And bring your attention to the tips of your toes. Notice if there's any sensation there, any heat, coolness, tingling, maybe pulsing the blood in the feet. Just observe. And let the toes, the feet, the ankles and the heels be soft and heavy. And bring our attention up to the lower legs and the knees. Notice any sensation or lack of sensation here and just breathe into it. Observing all the while. Focus comes up into the upper legs, the thighs, the quadriceps and the hamstrings, the heavy bone of the femur. Notice how they feel, notice any tension in the legs, and just let it go. Breathing into this part of the body. Attention now comes to the hips, the glutes, all the muscles around the pelvis, all of the tendons, the ligaments there. You can get super tight, super tense, full of emotion. So really notice, check in, spiral in, take your time. And then use your breaths to let go. Inhaling love and light, healing energy to that part of the body. And exhaling, releasing. Bring the focus up into the lower belly, the lower back, bottom half of the torso. Notice any sensation here, any gripping, tensing. Allow it to soften with your breath. And traveling up the back body, bring your attention to your middle back and your upper back. Often these get really rounded from sitting at a desk, curling in over our phone or our computer or our baby. Really allow them to firstly grow tall, stretching out between the vertebrae, and then sink down through the back body. Spiraling round to the front, to the heart center now, and the solar plexus, the space just above the belly button. Find space here in these two areas of the body. The seat of our personal power in our solar plexus, the seat of love in our heart center. Let them be open, balanced, and filled with light. Focus now comes to the tops of the shoulders, send it slowly down through the arms, the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Let them be soft. Let the arms be heavy. Let the hands rest heavy, whatever they are landed on. And send your breath there with love. Bring our attention slowly back up through the arms to the tops of the shoulders. Oh, yes. Carry so much weight and tension here. Let it melt off with your next breath out. And then on your inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. And then the muscles of the neck start to melt, start to release, start to let go. Bring the attention to the face, the muscles around the jaw, the eyes, the third eye center, the eyebrows. Let them all be super soft. Breathe into the muscles of the face and let go. Tension now comes all the way to the crown of the head, sitting up tall, one long line from tailbone to spine. Soften in the crown of the head. Breathe into that space and inhale. And on your exhale, let go. Let your attention be free. Just for a few moments. Let the mind go where it was. When you're ready, bring your attention back to the body, back to the breath. Bring hands slowly up to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's take one cleansing breath together to seal our practice. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale through the mouth. Take that light at your heart center and bring it up to your third eye. Inhale. As we exhale, we bow and gently whisper, Namaste.